All right. All right. Let's turn that off. All right, let's turn that down because that's pretty loud. All right. Hello, French. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Let me just go ahead and announce that I am streaming on Electro Live and Weather for severe weather because we do have some interesting stuff going on. So yeah. Yep. All right. This video had been sponsored by NB Origin because I told Electro to stream. You sure did. But I also wanted to stream. So I'm streaming tonight for severe weather. How is everyone doing tonight? Hope you all are doing good. We are seeing some interesting stuff happening in this area right here. Anyways, yeah. Do have a slight tornado risk there. But yeah. So hopefully more people will join into the stream later. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and now discuss about this like I usually do in my past severe weather streams. But anyways, hope you're all doing good tonight. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started in the stream. So as we can see right here, we do have a slight risk. This is actually for right now in Michigan and Indiana. That is where we are seeing the slight risk, and just around that in the dark green, we are seeing a marginal risk. So slight means that severe weather will be significant. Marginal means that it is spotty, but severe weather can still occur in that area. Let's go and take a look at our hail. We do not have any hail risks in the area at all, nor anywhere. Tornado risk, we do have a 2% tornado risk in the area where they have issued a slight. And then the wind risk, of course, that is why we are seeing the slight, is all because of wind. You're seeing a 15% wind risk in the yellow, and just around that in the dark green, we are seeing a 5% wind risk. So interesting stuff going on today. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the GFS model. Wrong area, by the way. Hold on. All right, so let's go into the knob. So of course there's our line of storms that was actually from earlier when they were actually impacting Chicago Metro, and this is pretty much where they are supposed to be now. So still pretty significant line of severe weather going through. So not too bad of a line. And of course, that is the reason why we are seeing a slight risk, is because of wind, and squall lines like this can produce quite a lot of wind. So that is something to keep in mind. That's a noticeable line. Yeah, it is a pretty noticeable line. Pretty nice looking one too. Looks like Winter Storm Constance formed. It sure did, as we can see right there. That is from Winter Storm Constance, and this line right here actually is from the winter storm. This is all the winter storm right here, but all the snow action's happening here. So very interesting stuff going on. But anyways, yeah. Will that come to the DC area? Believe it or not, it is. Let me go ahead and show you guys the future cast for that, actually, because East Coast could be getting impacted by this. So, this is kind of what I've been waiting for quite a while. But anyways, so tomorrow, November 11th, this is all happening tomorrow. And of course, we do have storms actually forming down in the southeast, coming up, combining with the line here, and that is how we get those storms. So yeah, take a look at that. So line's coming in from the south, the line comes in from the west, combining, making a severe weather threat for the mid-Atlantic and East Coast. Looks like DC looks to be getting impacted quite heavily from storms tomorrow, and it looks like some of the East Coast could be getting impacted by storms. So very, very interesting stuff happening very late in the year too, which is very interesting. Usually when we're this late in the year, we don't see storms like these happening, but pretty warm year this year, so a bit warmer than last year. Well, let's not say a bit, let's say a lot warmer than last year. So that is what we are seeing this year, or tomorrow anyway, for the East Coast. Very interesting stuff. And yeah, looks like my home state of Long Island is getting impacted, sort of from, I guess, kind of from the outer bands of some of the storms. Actually, we do have some small cells developing right here over Long Island, so but not as bad as what anyone down here is getting. I mean, I would say down here, some of the people down here are getting like potential severe weather threats. So yeah. So DC, all those places, Baltimore, Maryland, Delaware, all those places could be getting impacted by storms tomorrow. Virginia, of course. So that is what we are seeing for the future models of NOM 3KM. Very, very useful model, by the way. I love it. But anyways, let's get into the coverage with what we're seeing as we speak. And of course, we do have a few severe thunderstorm warnings. Seeing one here, 2, 3, actually 4. So there's some stuff going on. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Let's go ahead and choose this radar station here. Pretty significant line as we're seeing. Take a look at that. Pretty impressive. That is right now headed for Grand Rapids. So Grand Rapids could be impacted. The line is actually about 20 miles away. Let's go ahead and take a look at how fast that is moving. 65 miles an hour. So that'll probably impact them in around potentially 20-30 minutes. So it is a pretty large squall line. It sure is. We're all seeing winds at 60 miles an hour. That's what all of these severe warnings are actually saying. Latest severe thunderstorm warning continues for Chesterton, Indiana, and South Haven, Indiana, until 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Wind up to 60-mile-an-hour gusts and hail penny-sized possible. As they said, we don't even have a hail risk in this area, and we're still seeing hail. So very interesting. But it's not like big, like quarter-sized. I mean, quarter-size is decent, but we're just seeing penny-sized, which isn't too big. Not really something that would make a storm severe. It's quarter size and larger that makes a storm severe. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for Michigan City, Indiana, LaPorte, Indiana, and Benton Harbor, Michigan until 8:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Wind up to 60-mile-an-hour gusts and hail penny-sized possible. So that is pretty interesting. This was the one that was just continued due to the squall line now coming in and impacting this area. South Bend could be seeing storms quite soon. They could maybe get a continued version of this storm, or of this warning here, that could probably go out to here. So that's something I'll keep in mind. Grand Rapids could be seeing a severe thunderstorm warning very soon, as well, as the storm is moving through. If not, maybe any time now, because it is moving not significantly fast. It's moving insanely fast. Yeah. Actually, go ahead and turn on this. Forgot to do it today. So, yeah. Severe thunderstorm warning in northern Michigan, of course, right there. 60-mile-an-hour gusts. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at the base velocity radar. And this is what we're seeing right now. Very windy conditions in here, actually. Let me get a closer one, because this is the closest one I can get. Yeah, that's the closest one I can get. Still looks pretty interesting. I'm on Windy app right now, and the GFS model is predicting around 3 inches of rain and 43-mile-an-hour wind gusts for Grand Rapids. That is a lot of rain and wind. Yeah, very, very big cold front coming through. Very strong line of storms coming through Michigan as we speak, of course. I don't see any tornado warnings right now, which is Sirius going off like she always does in my past streams. Looks like we just had a continued version of the severe thunderstorm warning right here. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for White Cloud, Michigan, and Grant, Michigan until 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Wind up to 60 miles an hour. Hail penny-sized possible. And that is for these 3 places here. Those are the main places that it put on there anyway. Anyways. So let me go back onto this, and as we're seeing right now, not much rotation going on with anything at the moment. So it looks like all the tornadic activity died down quite a lot, which is good news. But yeah. Bring back Rad from the dead. I haven't seen Rad in quite a while. I don't know where he has been. Nor have I seen Electro Vibes. Him and Electro Vibes I haven't seen in quite a while. So, actually, well, Rad, actually, I didn't see him that long ago. I mean, he did say something yesterday about the tropics being active. So, I guess it hasn't been too long, but Electrovibes, I haven't seen him in a while. The reason Michigan is getting hit with the squall is because of Jim Cantori. Jim Cantori always starts weather like this all the time. It's always him. Gosh, we're bullying Jim Cantori way too much. Anyway, so let's go ahead and see the echo tops of these actually. Not high at all, actually. 31,000 foot echoes, 32,000, 33,000, 31, 25. Yeah, not high at all. Maybe in the the 30,000 foot echo tops is decent, but all the way up here, not too high at all. And I can really tell you that small echo tops can still bring a lot of bad weather. So very, very big fact there. But anyways, so quite a lot of activity going on right now in Michigan. Wish we could get some more people in this stream. Not many people are in this stream right now, just 2. But yeah, looks like all these towns right here are getting impacted by the squall line. So pretty interesting. Pretty much right before you get impacted by the line, when you're around in here, that's when you really start feeling all the winds. So Rad and Electrovibes are probably busy with something. Yeah, you're probably right. Hopefully they don't think my channel's dead. I should probably be streaming a lot more. But the thing is, not much has been happening either. That's the thing. So that's why I haven't been streaming too much lately, is because not much has been happening. Plus school, so school kind of messes up time with streams. So kind of unfortunate. But yeah. We did not get a updated severe thunderstorm alert since this one here. We could be getting some more in soon as the storm does continue to keep moving. I hear you. Nothing has been going on recently except for the tropics and Jim Cantori. Jim Cantori always starting stuff. The tropics, active tropics, 2 tropical systems, 1 potential tropical cyclone, which it will become one. So, and the thing is, 3 tropical cyclones at once. I mean, it's November. We haven't seen that before. So, I mean, this has been a very active tropics year. So, we've already broken the record for named storms. Tropical Storm Theta has now broken the record for named storms. So, very interesting stuff going on in the tropics at the moment. Although land is not being impacted, the tropics are still looking pretty interesting. I did not notice this little thing of showers right here, which is interesting. But not as bad as what we're seeing here anyway. So And actually, I did have a thought of trying to maybe do streams on the winter storms. But the thing is, I don't know how I could do those. But anyways, yeah. Hello, Sam. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good right now. If you are, great to hear. I don't think you expected me to do or to be a weather streamer anyway. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just doing my old regular YouTube thing that I've been doing on ELW. So, anyways, yeah. I feel like Ada is going to re-strengthen into a hurricane, but I feel like if it does become a hurricane, it's only gonna be a low end Cat 1, 75 to 80, maybe 85 winds max. Yeah. Actually, it's not said to become a hurricane according to the National Hurricane Center at the moment, but it is actually said to make another landfall in Florida Panhandle, which is interesting. Is your Discord server big? It is not that big actually, but if you would like, you can join it. Link is in the description. Anyways, are you in Michigan? I am not in Michigan. I am actually on the East Coast, Mid-Atlantic. But anyways, I'm just streaming stuff in Michigan right now because there is a line of storms in Michigan at the moment. So that is why I'm looking at Michigan right now. But anyways, yeah. So we haven't had any updates yet for any severe weather right now. Yes, he's looking at Michigan. There's some good activity heating up there. There is some pretty decent activity heating up here. Big, huge squall line right now impacting this whole state, or a lot of the state right now. So, believe it or not, it is actually going to come down and impact Mid-Atlantic, which is actually where I live. I'm not going to get too specific in where I live, but that's a hint. So all right. Grand Rapids looks to be very close to feeling the impacts of the squall line. If not, they are probably already getting gusts of wind from the line of storms. Let's see. 10 miles west of Grand Rapids as we speak. Major city, by the way. So that is interesting. Let's go and go to this radar station now. I haven't looked at this portion of the squall line. I mean, that's probably because all the severe thunderstorm warnings are up here. So it's always good to look at what's going on all over the place. Also gives me more things to talk about. So So right now, I'm seeing a lot of gusty winds in just everywhere in this line. I mean, as I said, huge cold front coming through. So, enhanced echo tops, not very high actually. 26,000 at most of 26,000. I was saying 25,000, 27,000. So at most of like 27,000, so not very high. I mean, again, echo tops doesn't always relate to how strong the storms are. It does not at all, actually. So I'm not seeing any tornadic activity going on anywhere. There's a possibility of maybe some isolated spin-ups, but nothing that we could see in an actual tornadic event. There is a lot of gusty winds all up and down here. And that's of course why we're seeing all these SVRs. So, yeah. Quite a lot of gusty winds all down through here as well. Let's see if these are issued anything. Yeah, they are. It's been a while since I've actually been on this radar as well. Yeah, take a look at that. It's still loading up, but yeah. When it goes up to 50 miles an hour in the southern part of the line of storms. "40 to 50 gusts, not too bad." Well, that's what this special weather statement's saying. This one's saying just movement. So is this one. So I'm just going to guess that the whole entire south part of the line is probably seeing at most of 50 gusts. Maybe 50 to 55 gusts. If you see thundersnow, make sure to call Jim Cantori and tell him about it to make him sad. I mean, the thing is, isn't it always his fault for thundersnow? I mean, everywhere he's gone, there's been thundersnow. I mean, take a look at Boston. I mean, there he was being hammered by it. He was in the middle of it. Chicago, 2011. In the middle of it. Gosh, we are bullying Jim Cantori quite a lot. We always have, by the way. And we're just joking, so hope you guys aren't taking that seriously, please, because we're just joking around, okay? Anyways, this SVR might be expiring soon, 16 minutes. If not, they might expire it early because the storms are moving out of the area from that SVR. Let's see, when was the last severe thunderstorm warning? We have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Just saw that. It was just now actually when it got issued. That is right here. So yeah, South Bend is in that. Severe thunderstorm warning including South Bend, Indiana. until 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Wind up to 60 gusts and hail penny size possible. So yeah, that's a new severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued for this part of the line. They are about to maybe feel the effects from the line of storms. Anyways, Jim Cantore always sees thunder snow. That means he controls the weather. Confirmed. Yeah, probably. Anyway. Yep, there's the new severe thunderstorm warning. Right there. So yes, South Bend is gonna be feeling some pretty hefty impact from this line of storms. Big squall line, by the way. So yeah. Electra should make a server called the Jim Cantore Bully server. LOL. Maybe. Not. Anyway. Gosh, I always love just joking about that, though. In the Discord server, so speaking of the Discord server, if you haven't, please join it. Links in the description. I always say it. I've been saying it a lot this stream, so hope you guys have done it. If you guys haven't, so yeah, maybe not leave stream in depression. Anyway. Looks like one of the severe thunderstorm warnings, the one that was actually just over this one, actually just got expired, which is interesting. We only have 4 severe thunderstorm warnings. But anyways, very interesting activity going on right now. So, yeah, these are some pretty low echo tops. I mean, they're not ultra low, but they're lower than what you'd see in a usual severe weather event anyway. I mean, last summer I saw like echo tops almost at 70,000 feet. I mean, they're all at 65,000 feet, but I think one of them was almost at 70,000. I think it was around 69, but yeah. Yeah, there was some pretty big storms last summer anyway. Alright, yep, now the squall line is starting to impact, or a lot of the rain is starting to impact Grand Rapids anyway. So, yeah. This thing still has some time to get to South Bend. Let's see how this thing is moving. So I'm going to guess around. This part is probably going to impact South Bend. So 28.6 miles away from South Bend. They are kind of moving like this. So 26, 25 miles, 26 miles away from South Bend. So, and these are moving how fast again? 45 miles an hour. So they're starting to slow down. Still, that's pretty fast. But anyways, so maybe around 30 to 35 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes is when this, probably less than that, 20 minutes is when this thing will probably impact South Bend. Yeah, that's pretty fast moving actually. Yeah, in 8 minutes it moves quite a lot. So 15 to 20 minutes is probably when this thing will probably impact them. So yeah, a lot of interesting stuff going on. Let's see what this is warned for. Just 60 mile an hour gusts. All these are warned for mainly gusty winds. 60 gusts. Also, some of them are saying penny-sized hail. So yeah. Jim Cantore, when Zeta was around, hey Zeta, let's hit the entire United States. Zeta, sure, zooms across the entire eastern seaboard. Jim Cantore's power right there for you. Anyway. See what, actually, let's see some of the hail in this. I'm just gonna go to this thing again because hail, actually I can just look at hail in this. .5, so half an inch of hail is falling in this area here, so that's not really too bad. I mean, you always gotta be cautious of hail because it's can do damage. Let's see what this one is. Half an inch of hail also in this part of the line. So yeah, the severe warned part of the line has half an inch of hail. So all going towards Grand Rapids. Oh, we just had an extended severe warning right there. It's all for wind, probably. Yeah, that's for wind. That's a lot of wind right there. Oh, wrong thing. That's a lot of wind right there, so yeah. That is probably why it is severe. I mean, that is why it's severe. 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Very interesting how like all the severe warnings are surrounding the county that Grand Rapids is in when they're getting hit by a pretty bad part of the line. Maybe it's not too... Well, they're in a special weather statement. Wind gusts up to 50 mile an hour winds. So yeah, that's close to severe. Not quite, I guess. So yeah. All right. think I'm gonna go for maybe 30 minutes because I actually want to stream for an hour. Again, I mean, I haven't streamed for an hour in forever. So, although not many people are joining the stream, probably because the storm is kind of dying out. Yeah, the storm is dying out. Severe thunderstorm warning that was right there just expired. Severe thunderstorm warning here is about to expire, which it is going to expire in about 5 minutes. So 60-mile-an-hour winds. That was just the recent SVR. Hello, hello. AREIRIOU. Wait, what? RI what? Oh. Oh, makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I was confused on what you were doing. Or what you were saying, anyway. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect. That one's gonna expire. Yeah, that one's expired. Okay, this one's obviously expired because I don't see that one here. Yep, that one expired. Alright, so we only have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. Nice emojis, by the way, in chat. Anyway. Severe thunderstorm warning including Greenville, Michigan, Howard City, Michigan, Stanton, Michigan until 9:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Wind up to 60 gusts and hail penny-sized possible. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff there anyway. So I guess this might be the last severe weather stream I might do in a while because, I mean, of course it's fall. Not much activity happens in the fall anyway. So, seeing a significant squall line, but it does look to be leveling off at this point. I mean, it's been traveling for quite a while now. It literally went from here, it's around here, all the way to here, or maybe longer than that. But I mean, it's still going to be traveling. Also, there was also a trough to the southeast that is actually going to move up into the mid-Atlantic, and this is going to combine, and then it's going to produce storms in the East Coast, mid-Atlantic, and Northeast potentially. So a lot of interesting stuff could happen. But squall line is dying. Yeah, it's kind of dying a little. So yeah. Might tune out for the night. All right. Thank you for joining into today's stream. I think I'm probably going to go ahead and end the stream here, guys, because there's not much going on. I kind of started streaming at the wrong time because literally this storm is literally dying. There's not much for me to discuss anymore because I've discussed a lot now. Or I've discussed the most I could anyway. Anyways, I'm just going to keep going for maybe a few more, and then and I'll go ahead and review tomorrow's severe weather outlook. So anyways, thank you for tuning into today's stream, NB Origin, and so the storm is getting close into South Bend. Of course, they are in a severe thunderstorm warning due to the squall line. But maybe these severe thunderstorm warnings may not last for any longer because the storm is actually starting to die out. So, and that is why I am probably going to stop streaming in a few. So, yeah. Yep, that's the squall line. It is significantly weakening. Eastern Michigan at the moment. It is slowing down quite a lot too. That's what I've actually noticed. But anyways, yeah, I guess this is it for today's stream for the severe weather coverage. I'm just gonna do the same things that I've usually done in my other severe weather coverage live streams. Is review tomorrow's severe weather outlook. So let's go and take a look at that right now. As we can see, we're only seeing general thunderstorm risks all up and down the East Coast, which is very interesting because actually the storms on the future models looked kind of significant. So it's possible that they might potentially issue a marginal, maybe right here. Who knows? That'll be something that would probably be up to the National Weather Service for doing anyway, or the SB or the the SBC anyway would do anyway. Storm Prediction Center. So for panel, no severe weather risks or no risks for anything anywhere because we are not seeing anything. We're just seeing general thunderstorm risks all over the place in the East Coast, and that is all because of actually the storm that is right now in Michigan, and actually a trough that actually will come up from the southeast that'll combine into a trough. So anyways, so in the day after tomorrow, of course, we are seeing still general thunderstorm risks all over the place. Categorical, less than 5% in all areas, means that there is no possibility for any severe weather to happen. So that is what we are seeing today. Slight risk in Michigan will come down and go into the mid-Atlantic region and northeast. Trough down here, move up, and combine into a trough. So yeah, very interesting stuff that'll happen. Let's actually going to take a look at the future models. Yeah, there's the thing that I was talking about actually. Right there. Some of the storms from the trough. The line's up there. You can kind of see the bottom end. The line's up there, of course. Actually, let's go ahead and go into this view so you guys can just see both. So, yep, there's the trough that I'm talking about. There's the line right there. And actually, it looks like some storms actually do form in front of the squall line, which is interesting. So, of course trough, and then some of the storms actually forming in front of the squall line, so that'll combine, and then that'll actually go into the mid-Atlantic and cause some potential severe weather in this region. We are actually seeing a small severe storm actually go through the District of Columbia, actually, which is interesting, and then move through like that. And then actually we're seeing some spotty storms, isolated storms, and actually we're seeing a small line of storms here, so pretty interesting to see that. So who knows, will they issue a marginal? Maybe, maybe not. That's up to the Storm Prediction Center, as I did say earlier. So but anyways, this will end today's stream. Here was today's SBC outlook once again. But anyways, yep, thank everyone for tuning into today's stream. If you guys haven't, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the stream, and turn on post notifications so you guys can get notified for my latest streams. And also be sure to join my Discord server. Link is in the description. Would be very thankful if you did join that. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good night. See you all soon. I'm out, and thank you for watching.